Good morning, everybody. This is Mandy, the Awakened Patriot. I know I've been MIA for a while, but I'm trying to figure out all the technologies and all the stuff that goes with it. Thanks to the Liberty Warrior, Mike, who is with me this morning, helping me navigate
Hello.
through all of this stuff. Today, him and I are just going to discuss all the stuff that was going on his show the last couple of days and just getting myself used to doing all this stuff all the time. So good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Mandy. Good morning to all the Warriors, World Patriots, and our fellow Americans. What a beautiful morning. It's Friday.
Well, yeah, how was your night last night? I'm glad to see your face, and looks like you still have a
I
structure around your
survived.
head.
Yeah, I survived. I seriously, at one time, I'm not going to lie. I will not lie. I called Shane. I had to get off the show really quick because
Hi,
the
Shane.
sounds.
Oh, I was watching it.
Yeah,
I could see
yeah.
the lightning through the window. I was like, oh my gosh. I
I
could
called.
see it.
I jumped off the show. I called Shane and I said, "Dude, I seriously think I'm done. Like it's over with right now because it sounded like a freight train on the outside of the house, and then
Wow.
the hail was about an inch in diameter. And of course, I'm at,
Wow.
Shane's been through a lot of it. He's like, "Well, is it coming? Is it swirling? Is it coming sideways?" I'm like, "Dude, I can't see shit. It's dark outside. I feel like I'm in the middle
Right.
of a damn tornado. Well, stick your head outside." I'm like, I'm not sticking my head outside. Yeah, I was ready. I told Noah,
Yeah.
get your shoes on, get your jacket. We may have to run for the car and haul ass out of here. I don't know. That's probably not the wisest decision, but
Right.
let's just
Be out
say
in it.
I was pretty concerned last night. I was very concerned.
I could see it. I could see it on your face when you looked through the blind. I could see the lightning, and then I heard the thunder, and you're like, "Did you hear that?" And then you were like, "I gotta go." Like, whoa! And then Noah, you could hear Noah's little voice. Like he was concerned.
He was very
So I was
concerned last
concerned
night.
for you
He
all
was
night.
too.
Going, I live in an area, thank God, that we do not have tornadoes. We have things called microbursts.
Yeah. Well,
Thank God, they're
we're
just
right at
microbursts.
We are
I
right
have
at
a
the
fear.
we're right at the very top of Tornado Alley. So Tornado Alley starts
Yeah,
in North Dakota and it drops right down through the Midwest, right down to Shane's backyard in Oklahoma, Texas, and those areas. So
yeah.
it
They
starts at the top with us.
scare the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I think I died in a past life in a tornado because I have a reoccurring dream. It is the exact same dream. I think I died in the 1800s in a tornado because it's the same thing that's close. It's just crazy. And they scare me. We don't get them here, but I don't know. They scare me. So I was very concerned for you last night going, oh, I can't even imagine what that
Well,
has to feel like.
the wind is still howling. If you can't hear it in the background, it's still howling. It's still raining. I did take video last night of it. I'll probably put it up on the channel later
Good.
today. Just it's the lightning last night is something I've never seen before. I probably could have set a camera up and rolled for over 30 minutes and it never stopped. It just kept, I mean, it was like boom, 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 boom. It looked like fireworks, boom, 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 and it didn't stop. Wait till you see the video. I've never seen lightning like that before. I've been here around North Dakota for the last decade. I don't ever remember seeing lightning like that before.
Isn't it weird?
I know we talk a lot about chemtrails and HARP, and I don't know, I don't know if it's part of that. I have no idea, but it seems strange. And maybe Shane, maybe somebody can watch the video and comment on it. No, that's pretty normal for that type of storm. I've never seen lightning like that before. It never stopped. Never
It's
stopped.
weird. The weather has been weird here. Like one day we're got 102. 2 days later, it's 69 and pouring rain. We don't get weather. It's either 100 and stays that way, or it's every day. It's like, what am I wearing today? Sweatshirt, socks, and shoes, or flip flops and a sundress.
Exactly.
It's
We
weird.
got D in the chat. Good morning, Deanna.
Good morning, Dee. Good morning, Shane. He's alive. We're happy that he's alive. Yes.
I made it, survived the night. I was so tired. It came back around at about 3 a.m. this morning, and I was so tired I just slept right through the freight train. I didn't even care. I just figured, you know what? Uh, I've given my life to Christ. I know where I'm going, and if it's my time to go, then I guess I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory. So there we
Well, it's
go.
not like you're going to fight it. It's going
Yeah.
to be what it's going to be. You've been a busy boy lately. I've been
Yeah, it's been
kind of keeping up
it's
with
been
you. I wanted to get on your show last night for ladies' night, and we had a situation. We have some wonderfully beautiful neighbors. They're so sweet, but the woman is she has some mental issues for sure. And
don't we all?
well, hers are on a little more on the extreme level. And last night, while I was watching the show, my husband's standing outside, and he's like, he came in with so much concern because she came down. She finally came out of her house, and she has a dog. We just love him. He loves us, and she tied him to our fence in our yard, and then headed up to the house. And Ben was just like, just immediately was concerned, like she left her dog with us, like you guys can take care of him so I can do whatever it is I'm getting ready to do. And he was immediately concerned. He was like, shut the show off. We need to call the cops. Like, I am so worried about this. And so
Wow.
we had to call the cops and have her checked on.
And for those of you who don't know Ben, which I'm sure is every one of you, Ben is not an overreactive dude. He's pretty chill. He's got a good head on his shoulders. You know, he doesn't just
Oh yeah.
fly off the handle that I've ever seen anyway. So
Yeah,
that's
never.
not like Ben to be that concerned that quickly.
Yeah, and he was immediately. So I just immediately just shut the show off, and we just went into go mode of getting a hold of officers that we know personally, because we didn't want to cause an issue for them, but we were just like, we're so concerned. She just brought her dog down here and tied it to our fence. So, we were concerned. She was having an episode when the officers spoke to her. She was definitely having an episode, and yeah, so now we're kind of on alert to make sure, keep an eye on him and make sure she's okay. Yeah, it was really bizarre. So I wanted to get on the show, and I was listening to everybody talking, and interesting show. Spring Roll. What a beautiful woman she is.
She was beautiful. She was beautiful, and she definitely. I like it when somebody has a belief and they can't be swayed one way or another. They stick
Right.
to it, and
Right.
that, and regardless of her opinion of that situation differs from mine. What I
Right.
liked about it was she stuck her ground. So that tells me, the old saying where you say if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. She
Right.
was standing, and she was standing tall, and so
Yeah,
Spring
like,
Roll. If you catch this video, Spring Roll, I don't know if you will, but anyway, kudos to you last night. I thought you did a
right.
great job on the show. I thought that all the ladies did a great job on the show last night
Right.
too. We had some new callers, we had some
Yeah.
old callers that have called in, and they all did a great job. I love ladies' night because it just it gives them a chance to just have their own space, and they're
Right.
not worried about masculinity coming in and kind of taking over the show. So
Right.
I enjoy
Yeah, no,
giving that to them.
I was in my head going, I have a concealed weapons permit. Once all this crap started coming out, they around this area, every single month they were having, it was all women, and it was a Republican group, a women's group that did concealed carry classes. So we went and signed up, got a concealed carry, so we were comfortable with our handguns, and very interesting class. I think if you're going to carry, I think it's interesting. I think you should definitely be a part of that. And my opinion on the matter is, I'll shoot you if I have to.
And I know you will.
I will shoot you if I have to. We have so many people and family and friends that live around here that people just walk into our house. Their family, everybody's welcome. Everybody just shows up, comes in, barely knocks when they come through the door. And I always tell everybody, you're always welcome here. But if you show up to my house in the middle of the night, you better be hollering and letting me know you're there, or I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah. Good
I
morning,
don't want
Chef.
to have to. I do not want to take a life. I absolutely do not want to. That would be horrifying. But if it came down to
Exactly.
it, I could pull the trigger. You're darn right I could.
Good morning, Shep. Shep's in the chat. She's watching right now.
Good morning, Shep. Phil Beto. That is true, Phil. Philo Beto. I don't need a license. But it's nice to know that I did it for the class, maybe not the legality. I did it for the class, for the education,
Yeah.
what our laws are when it comes to, having to use lethal force. But, if things get out of hand, I think all that shit's just going to go right out the window.
It's survival instinct at that point,
Yeah,
Hello, Philo. I hope I say your name right. Good
I
morning.
know, Philo.
Glad to see you on the show.
Yeah, it was a very good topic, and it was interesting to get different views on. I don't know. I thank God I've never been in that situation where I would have to do such a thing. I would pull a gun if I was trying to save somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, if I saw somebody else in a dire situation, I think I could pull a gun for sure. I carry one with me at all times. Things are crazy. And Spring Roll, I loved. She brought up the race theory thing.
Yeah, that was a big one, wasn't it?
It so was. And I was listening to her, and my opinion on the situation was just like, I bet that's exactly how they feel. I bet that is exactly how people of color, of any color, feel. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, when we were kids and you watched shows like The Cosby Show, The Real World, never one time was I ever looking at going, this is a black show. I just loved the shows. It never even was a thought in my head. But now you see it. You put that kind of light on it when you see it. Like they've made it a point of like, look, everybody,
Mm-hmm.
it's an all black show.
Yep. Division. It's all about division.
Well, exactly. And you watch all these actors and stuff like that. I just love the movie. I love the movie. I love the actors. I just love the movie. Now it's like, oh, we got to put these black actors up on the forefront. Look at us. We're woke people. See what we're doing. And I'm like, if I was a colored person, I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
I would
every
be pissed.
commercial too, Shep. Shep brings up a good point. I've seen a lot of it lately is commercials and everything. They have to put all these other people in the commercial so that they're woke. And it's insanity
Exactly.
in my opinion. It's insanity because a lot of us don't look at it. We don't look at it that way,
No.
and you could tell how uncomfortable Spring Roll was even talking about it, let alone her neighbor come over and confront her about it. That's weird.
That
You lived
blows
across the
my
street from
mind.
me. Yeah, you lived across from me for 7 years now, and you're just now coming over and introducing yourself because some class says you have to. I mean, it's all about
Like it's
division.
okay now for me to acknowledge you and recognize you because
Yeah.
I've taken a class that says that I can. Springer,
So what?
she is the sweetest thing. I would have been like, bitch, get the hell off my yard. You ain't not talked to me in 7 years. Now you took a class, so it's okay for you to, talk to me. I'd have been pissed.
Yeah. Well, a woman like Spring Roll, it says she's not going to have any kind of lethal weapon to protect herself. You might want to be afraid of because who knows what she's going to do if you mess with her. She
Karate
looked
chop
like
ya,
a
right?
person. Yeah, she looked like a person that you didn't want to mess with anyway. But I just wish her the best. So
She's a beautiful soul.
what's your thought on what Tara brought up?
Which one?
The bathroom situation, the potty time.
When she was telling that story, okay. This was many years ago. I would say at least 20 years ago. I went to the city that's, a ways away from me. We went to the city with some friends and we went to a gay bar. I'd never been in one before. I thought, this will be interesting. So we went in there. It was entertaining to say the least. Just sat back. When I'm in situations like that, I'm an observer. I like to just watch and just watch how it all goes. And I had to go to the restroom. And like three queens came into the bathroom. And I'm like, and there's like no door like on the stall. So I am sitting and going to the restroom. I have three men dressed as women walking to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, and I stood up and I said, oh, honey, we're allowed to use this restroom too. And I looked at him and I said, honey, if you can wear heels like that all night, you're more woman than I am. I just walked out of the bathroom. I was like, whoa, okay. I was on their turf. In that environment, I was on their turf. So it would have been a total asshole move for me, like, oh, you can't be in here. You know, do your thing, do you. But if I'm in a public bathroom and I got a dude walk into my bathroom, come on. Come on. You can dress any way you want to. You're still a man. I'm sorry, you just are. And when she was talking about his dick dangling in the water, I about peed my pants. I laughed so freaking hard. I was like, exactly. Exactly. Like, come on. It's just wow. It's just wow. Do you, but when you cram it down our throats that we have to accept this.
Yeah.
Like you have to, you have to. My son Race, when he was in the 6th grade, he came home and he was talking about, Mom, I have friends that are, one's asexual and one's bisexual and one's gay. And I just remember thinking, why the hell are you even talking about this? You're in the 6th grade. You're 11 years old.
Yeah.
This is the shit that they're telling you guys in school. Like, how is that even happening? They don't even know what the hell that means.
We're allowing it. We're allowing it to happen is why it's happening.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I thought, why are they even thinking about this stuff at that age? And we were like, what the hell? My husband and I were like, seriously? Like, this isn't okay. And then he was like, Mom, you have to be accepting of that. And I thought, oh, so that's the shit they're teaching you too? Like, seriously? Be accepting of everybody. I don't care. Be accepting of everybody. But when you highlight it, then it becomes an issue. I think when you're starting to highlight it and you have to accept this wokeness shit. Woke is a joke. It is complete BS. And
that's your tag. That's your tag. You coined that one. Woke is a joke. I'd like to address the chat real quick. I don't know anything about what happened to Tara last night. She messaged me back and forth during the show. After the show, she didn't mention any kind of issue with her being silenced last night. So honestly, I don't know what you're talking about because she never told me that there was a problem. And Shepard says you still got the goods. Absolutely. If it's dangling, you still got it, right? And and Deanna, yes, she's talking about Idaho. She's definitely it's happening even in Idaho. Yes.
Yeah. I was floored. It seems to not 6th grade, they're so impressionable. Like they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. But like now, he's in high school now and all of that stuff. That's the kids are figuring out their own thing. So it's not really an issue. But I thought it was pretty damn interesting when he said it. So it was a good conversation that you guys were having last night. Those were things that were clicking in my head when I had you playing in the background when we were trying to be helpful to our crazy neighbor. God love her to the moon. She's the sweetest thing.
You and Ben are wonderful people and good neighbors. You guys could have took that a whole different direction. You could have called the cops and just went batshit crazy on them, and you chose not to.
Yeah, we did it.
We appreciate that. That's great to love your neighbor as much as you can. So ladies' night last night, we've got over 5,000 views, 5.5 views. Ladies' night is a very popular evening for us, and we get a lot of views off of ladies' night. And I get a lot of women who email me and say, hey, man, or message me, thank you so much for giving us a platform, because a lot of a lot of different shows don't do it, and if they do have female guests on, they kind of push them in a corner. And
Right.
I've said it over and over and over again on my show. I love you women. I think you guys are as much or a bigger part of what's going on right now than the men, and
Are you watching it? Are you
we need
watching it happen? Though these
yeah.
extremely powerful women that are
Yep.
coming out of the woodwork. The nurse at, is it the Methodist Church or Methodist Hospital in Houston? The nurse that paved the way of saying we are not getting the vacation and uniting the staff who've been threatened with their jobs if they don't.
Exactly.
And now they have lawsuits. There's 117 of them at this point, and maybe a little bit more, that are coming together, uniting to sue the hospital for what they're doing. And they are actually telling their staff not to document within the system of adverse effects of the vacation. So they're a beautiful woman, and she's literally put her neck on the line to
Well,
bring that forward.
I don't know if anyone can reach out to those women, but I'd love to have them on the show anytime and give
Right,
them a platform to speak.
right,
And I love you guys too. Thank you, Dee. I love you guys too. Yeah, it's all about getting the word out. You know, anything I can do to help anyone, whether it's on your show, my show, or anyone's show, anyone that needs help, just reach out. I'm here, doing the best that I can do to give everyone an opportunity to really get the word out. And you know,
exactly.
we got taken down. We got taken down Monday evening. We got shot down on our secondary channel. They took us down, so we hopped up on Liberty Warrior Channel 2, and we went from 300 subscribers in 4 days to, I think we're over 2,200 right now. So they can't stop us, and people are finding us, and we're fighting back. We're clawing back, and they can't stop what's coming.
They cannot stop what's coming. And you mentioned the girls that were on Carmen's show the other night when you were talking about it. Madison
awesome
Arquette and Claire Hawking Oakell. As soon as you said it, I stopped your show and went right over there to watch theirs. Those are some powerful women. Holy moly. I mean, them poor people, they're getting death threats.
Yes.
Why are they getting death threats? They want to shut them people up. They don't want people talking and telling the damn truth. Yep. And her truth is pretty freaking telling.
Yeah, it's trafficking.
Absolutely. And who's involved in it? And she's the one that's actually speaking out that there's actually tribunals going on.
Well, I had I won't say any names, but I did receive an email this morning from a person in the same type of situation. So Shane and I are doing a lot of thinking about it and connecting that person with other people. We may or may not do a show about it. I got to reach out to Carmen as well and talk to her about it. We will have Carmen back on the show here soon. She wants to come back on the show. I've been able to take my platform and connect women that are survivors, and there's men out there too, and children. So I've been able to take our platform and connect those people with Carmen, and Carmen has been able to help connect them with other people to help. Right. So that's what this is all about, is just connecting people, helping, and doing what we can do. And to answer your question, Shepard, the reason they took us down this last time is because it was either Saturday or Sunday. Mr. T had a speech, so we played it live on the channel, and they did not like him talking about the F word in Arizona. So he talks about it quite often. They didn't like it. They struck me. They took me down for a week. I'm down until like Tuesday of next week. But you know what? If the channel 2 keeps growing like it is, I don't care. We'll save that other channel for a backup, but we're just going to keep kicking ass and taking names.
they think they're going to be able to bring everybody down, and it's not. It's never going to happen. This is actually the news. I mean, all these platforms, it's actually the truth-seeking news. It just is, and there's more and more and more sprouting up all over. It's hard to keep up with all of them because I spend a lot of. I don't even watch TV anymore. I am always in this world of finding information, new stories, new people, and it's like wildfire. And it's just it's almost like this, oh yeah, screw you, we're starting a podcast and we're talking about our shit, we're talking about it, we don't care what you guys think. And Ben and I, the other night, we actually watched, literally, I would say 5-10 minutes of CNN news. My skin was crawling the entire time. I haven't seen it in 1,000 years. Their narrative never stops.
Well,
It is
you look absolutely amazing, Mandy, for 1,000 years old.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's my regiment. Not putting up with people's shit. That's what it is. Keeps me useful.
Do tell your secrets, please.
Yeah. No, it just watching it, I was like, we have to turn this off. I can't, people are falling away from that more and more by the day. But the people that are watching it, it's like, no, it was, it's almost like they're lulling you. Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
way they were talking, it's like they're lulling you, like, keep that brain thing. It was creepy. It was absolutely creepy. And I thought, wow, people are waking up. People are waking up. Their percentages are dropping by the day. People are getting over it because they don't say anything different. When we're talking, there is shit happening so fast every day, something new. Here's a new truth. People need to know about this. It is happening like wildfire. Every day, something new is happening.
Yeah.
Turn on CNN. It's the same thing. Oh my
every
God.
day. Programming.
Conservatives.
Programming.
It was creepy.
Programming.
It was creepy.
And Shepard's right. Their ratings are going in the trash big time. And I just saw a thing on LeBron James the other day that he is now the most hated player in the NBA. Nobody likes him, and with good reason. He's a piece of trash too. And the NBA, all major sports ratings are tanking right now. It's insane. And my favorite person to see crawling out of their skin is Rachel Mukow. I know.
Oh my gosh, that woman!
I like to see her squirm, man. I like to see her squirm. She goes out of her mind when she starts thinking about what's coming her direction.
See, and I don't think that they're going to arrest her or anything like that. She'll just be one of those that won't be able to show her face in public, will not be able to walk down the street. I try not to be a violent person, but she is one of those people that I would like to punch right in the face.
What Shepard's saying, except they did have that guy on who got caught playing with his damn self on a Zoom call. What in the hell is she talking about? Oh, so Mandy, let me teach you something real quick. So you got the overlay. So if you get a post like that you want everyone else to see, just go to the very far right of your screen and you can put just where it says show, put the little blue thing on there and push show and it'll pop up at the bottom of the screen.
What? Oh, ha, 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 ha. I see it. See, we worked on that the other day and it wasn't working for me. So maybe it's because we have to put in titles.
Maybe.
Okay. Do we want to?
Shepard's saying it was a reporter from CNN that got caught. Are you kidding me? There you go. See how it pops up? Isn't that cool as hell? So you can highlight people's posts. It's pretty cool. Yes,
Shepard. And their narrative never changes. I was watching it and I was thinking, the shit that they're talking, this is 4 or 5 years ago, the same shit you're talking about. Nothing's changed. No, us, every day we knew, we are every day, all your guys' platforms, there is so much information that is changing all the time. All the time. And we're talking about all of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
So Shane says it was Brian from CNN. That was the reporter that got caught. And you're right. Now we don't watch lamestream media. We get our news from here, from our sources. It's like last night, I received an email from Jeff B. It said, "Hey man, I got a theory I wanna run by you." And I said, "Well, do you want to do it live?" And he said, "Yes, let's do it live." So I reached out to Tara real quick. She tried to send out emails as quick as she could. We went live. I had 1,000 viewers last night watching us. Of course, some of them were trolls, but we had 1,000 viewers last night, and that's how you're going to get your news. Sign up for email alerts, and when we got breaking news or we got something we want to talk about, then you guys will receive an email, and we'll go live and we can talk about it. So if you guys want to, I'm sure everyone watching right now is already part of our email, but libertywarriornation.com, you can sign up for our email.
It very interesting. When he came out, when he was talking about it, it made me think that, like, maybe you shouldn't let them know that we know. Like, maybe we should keep that hush hush. We don't want them to know that the bad guys know that we're on to what the hell's going on. It reminded me of, do you remember when all of this sex trafficking came out? When all the trafficking came out, and it's a company that sells furniture and stuff like that, starts with the W.
Oh, yeah.
Do we know what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
we know what we're talking
And
about.
we dove in, like Ben and I, we dove in.
I tried it too. I tried it.
Research, found products.
Yeah, I went to buy a desk or a pillow or something. And this is you can't make this shit up. And who just said that? Who just said that? Shepard said you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. So I want to finish my story about the place that you're talking about, but I also want to let people know I'm getting ready to order the coffee mugs. I'm getting ready to order the tumblers and the T-shirts. And I think one of the T-shirts I'm going to make is it's going to be Liberty Warrior Nation. And on the back, you can't make this shit up. Seriously. I think it's a perfect T-shirt.
I think
you can't make this shit up. So anyway, I went to that website that you're talking about, and I went to order a pillow or something. They said, if you go order this pillow or whatever, this is no shit. You cannot make this up. It popped up and it had like a kid's name.
Yep. It says like, yeah. And it has like, Chanel or
$10,000. $10,000.
Samantha. What about
who's going to buy a pillow? Who's going to buy a pillow for $10,000?
Or the cabinets that are just generic cabinets that you could get at Walmart that are $20,000, and it's called an Erica cabinet,
and you put it together yourself.
We did. We looked it up immediately. So where I was going with that story,
so did I.
Was we actually? I don't know who it was, but they came out saying, "Please stop talking about this because you guys are telling them how much we know about what they're doing, and it's kind of putting a monkey wrench in what we're doing here and trying to stop this shit from happening." And I was like, "Oh, like you don't even think about it. Like we're just talking and telling all this information." And they were saying, "Please stop publicly on Facebook or whatever. Please stop talking about this because now we know what they're up to." So when Jeff was talking about that last night, I was like, maybe we shouldn't let them know that we know what the hell's going on, because that was a pretty damn good, smart theory. I don't know if what we're doing is going to stop anything, but I guarantee you, especially on your platform, people are paying attention.
Yeah.
People are paying attention. You need to listen to what's going on. And
oh wow, look at what Shepard's comment was. The big comment about the local news. You might want to post that up on
one
the board.
free.
It's crazy. You can't make this shit up.
That's insanity. I think I did actually hear something about that. I think they did, and it was just like, I mean, even if it's legal in your area, is that legal to do?
I don't know. All I know is it's pretty pathetic that they got to bribe people to do it because
Exactly.
a lot of us awakening patriots know the bullshit behind it, so we're not going to do it. So they're trying to capture the rest of the woke people to do it. Woke's a joke, and they're trying to capture those people because the rest of us, we ain't buying that shit.
No, no, and thank God for that. I just hope that there are people that are doing it that absolutely shock me, shock me, shock me, shock me. That I'm just like, I would have never thought they would do such a thing. Never. And it's a lot of people that I love and care about.
So, Mandy, I got to ask you a question. This is your show. This is your platform. I think you're doing an excellent job. I can't wait to see what guests you have on and the things that you're gonna do going forward. So, are you gonna also take live callers or anything? Or what's your idea for
Let
your
me
show?
get this under my belt first, because like you're the one who's looking at the board and stuff like that. When I usually have a conversation with another human being, I try not to be like, oh, I'm looking over here, not, when somebody's speaking with me, I usually try to be more focused on what you're doing. And so that's something I definitely am going to have to learn. I'm not against taking callers. I'm not against that at all. To hear other people's opinions and, have a conversation for sure. But yeah, let me get used to this. I It's a better
I'm a hundred.
platform for me to have conversation.
I'm 100 mile an hour all the time.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're definitely a different animal in all of this. I try
I
to
get it.
be a little more, I may be fiery about things, but I tend to want to be more mellow, and I like to observe. That's my nature, is to observe people, their mannerisms, the story, how they're speaking. I don't know. That's just how I'm built. Kind of see the
My
truth
my
behind things.
personality is just jump in head first, see what happens, sink or swim.
No, I don't. I think you're full of shit. That's not true about you. Dude, how long, what was it ago? Month and a half ago that you and I like reunited? Hey, how are you? I haven't seen
It
you in
was
20 years. I love your face off.
it was the first
Conversation.
it was the 1st of May, so it's been about
Shut
a
your
month.
face. It's been yes. And we were like, oh my God, we're so like-minded. It's not even funny. Oh my God. And it was just, it's you literally came in like a wrecking ball and just like, hang on, bitch, here we go. And you haven't stopped since. And it's just pretty freaking awesome and brilliant. And
I don't get much sleep, that's for sure. Since I made the trip to Idaho, I'm running on about anywhere from 2 to 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I'm up late. I get up early. It's been a wild ride, but you know what?
no,
It's worth it. It's
I
worth
like,
every minute. And now look at you. You got your own show, and we got you up
now
on.
that we got shit figured out, I like, it's better than just sitting in front of the camera and talking and telling people, this is what I know and shit like that, because you can get that information everywhere. You can get
Yeah.
that information everywhere. I mean, it's just flowing like a freaking river. And this, I do better in conversation. I just do better in conversation. And so I was like, oh,
So Deanna, if you need any help, Deanna, we can have a conversation later off air, and I can help you. If you're having issues with your system, I definitely will be glad to help you out. I can set you up with anything, to be honest with you. And I like having Deanna on the show, and I will be making a trip back to Humboldt County here real soon. Probably
of
not
course
in the
you are.
next week, but probably in the next month or so. I'll be probably after the 4th of July. I'll be heading to Humboldt.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at some.
They need my help, Mandy.
Of course they do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, I just see shit. I just see it, and I just know. I have a knowing Mike, I have a knowing, and that's why I pay attention to people. And I don't know, I can be very focused on people, and I can just see things that most people can't. And I just can feel the vibrations. I just see things on a bigger level. All of this is intense. Everything that's going on, I have moments where I'm just like, where it resonates, like I can feel that resonate. And then there's moments in some of the information that I get that's like, it lowers my vibration, and it's like, and I don't know if it's just because I don't agree with it or if it's bullshit. So I'm trying to figure out my bullshit detector.
I'm trying to read the chat real quick. There's a couple questions there. I'm going to try to answer. And absolutely, Shepard, I feel like you guys are so close to me as family and friends. Like, we've known each other. I feel like I've known everyone for like 20 years. And that's great. But they're asking me to explain. I'm trying to figure out what they're asking me to explain.
Explain what?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I missed something. Can you guys ask the question again? If you want me to explain something, can you put another post up so I can explain it for you? And yes, Missy Lane does have a pull to me to come back to California for sure. But it's more than just that. I need to get back. I need to do some work with Deanna. I need to do some more interviews, shed some light on some other things, and just work with Deanna and Stand Up Humboldt to try to help push that line forward. So it's more than just Elaine, but yeah, Elaine definitely tugs at my strings to get me to come back to Humboldt for sure.
Yeah, talking code, no lies. We got this.
You can't bullshit
Thank
a bullshit.
you, Shepard.
How did you go live without 1,000 subscribers? That's a great question, Shepard. So how you go live without 1,000 subscribers? I found a way to get around that. So I think it has a lot to do with software, and software can be free and software can be expensive. But I can help you guys if you want to go live. I could even give a tutorial class. We could do a Zoom call and I could show you guys how to go live without having 1,000 subscribers. I'll do whatever it takes to help you guys out. So for sure, I'll help.
Thank you, Shepard. You're adorable, sweet. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's insane, man. It's crazy. And I like this platform. I like this. The other one was kind of, well, it wouldn't let me do what I needed to do.
Yeah.
This is way more, and this is goober friendly, I'm telling you, because I don't have any technology skills. It's hard when it comes to it. Because I didn't give a shit about any of this stuff. Who does this? I got things to do.
Okay, so let me answer Deanna real quick. So she's trying to go live on YouTube and it won't allow her. So this is the thing, Deanna. We probably need to have a Zoom call and share screen with me, so that I can walk you through your screen on how to do it. So yes, you have to go 24 hours before they'll allow you to go live on YouTube. So what you have to do is you actually have to go to your YouTube screen. I don't want to take up your time on your show. Just reach out to me after the show. This is Mandy's show. So reach out to me after the show and I can walk you through it. I can help you get that 24 hours under your belt so you can go live. Sorry, Mandy.
Yeah, Mike. Geez. I mean, God. You did the same for me. I'm so happy. I help everybody. I don't care. It's freaking awesome. It's awesome. And my shows, it's been longer than 10 minutes. Usually I say some stuff and get the hell off and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But there's only so much when you're by yourself. There's only so much. And I'm learning all of this kind of stuff because I want to be able to pull up, possibly, other information that I can bring up on my screen to share with the information, because, I'm sure I'm going to have a different type of audience, people who know me. And I know there's some in the mix that aren't quite awakened. And
Yes, Mandy does live in Mountain Time Zone. Yes. So the share screen, the only advice I will give to you, Mandy, on the share screen is if you're going to show documentation, that's great. But if you share video, be very cautious on the video that you
is that what
share.
got you kicked out?
It's gotten me taken down a couple times now, because if the video I share starts talking out of code, our code,
Right.
then the algorithm picks that up. The iBots pick it up, they flag it, and then they'll take you down. And these a-holes will go as far back as like 6 months ago and stuff, and take you down. So prepping 101 got taken down 2-3 weeks ago for something he put out 6 months ago. So they're looking for every little thing. So just be cautious of that.
And if that doesn't tell you that they're freaking out, that they're going,
Yeah.
whoa, people, because people are going to find what they need to find to wake themselves up in the moment. Those things are going to find their way to those people, whether it was 6 months ago's information or 2 weeks ago's information. That's how I see Source, God, working. When you are ready to open your eyes about what is going on, that information is going to find its way to you. And
Absolutely.
I'm sure people are looking and going, who's this guy? You're going to find that information in real time. You're going to find it and be like, oh, this is a 6-month-old video, but that's the information that they need at that time.
Absolutely. That's a great point, Mandy. And Shepherd of the Forest, absolutely. I think it is time to let the cat out of the bag. And Shepherd, if you go to libertywarriornation.com, Deanna has got a picture of you and a picture of Scad Warrior 2. And when you click on those pictures, it takes people from our webpage right to your YouTube channel, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, let the cat out of the bag, Shepherd. You have so much to offer people out there with your platform. Your platform's different than everyone else's. So I enjoy when I have time to catch you, I enjoy listening to you read us out of those amazing books that you have. And I'll be honest, I was telling Mandy before we went live, because she asked me, how do you find time, or who do you follow on YouTube? Before I started this channel, and right after I started the channel, I probably had anywhere from 6 to a dozen people I really enjoyed. I followed all the time, watched their videos every day. But now I'm so busy, I'm lucky if I get to watch 1 or 2 videos a day, to be honest with you. So it's really hard to keep up with everything. But I got to sleep sometime, right? So I focus on the channel. I focus on the guest. I focus on the material and the message that we're going to put out. And believe it or not, behind the scenes, I get blown up with emails. I just got another email I need to read, phone calls. I'm all day long on the phone. I probably have to charge my phone 2 or 3 times a day, because I kill it just communicating and all the stuff that we do. So anyway, hope that answers some questions.
Jeff B keeps us current, right?
Yes, Jeff B definitely keeps us as current, and I can tell you, Jeff's information is, I would say, last night, and I mean, he's been on the show almost every day lately, which is nice. It's very recent. I was trying to get Jeff on once a week, and then he could kind of recap the week, or if there was something pressing that he needed to get on. But I have given him the green light if he ever wants to come on, no matter what time or day or night. If he's got something that needs to be said, he'll just reach out to me, and we'll throw it up. So if you guys aren't part of the email notification, go to libertywarriornation.com and sign up for it. And we try to send those emails out as quick as we can. But just realize, if there's breaking news or anything, and it's 2:00 in the morning when Jeff gets a hold of me, to try to get Tara to wake up at 2:00 in the morning and put out an email is probably damn near impossible, and I don't blame her. So we just do the best we can with what we have. So it is what it is, right?
Yeah, just do the best that you can, and whoop, that stuff will get figured out, and it will end. Things on a cosmic level they work exactly how they're supposed to work. It finds a way. You'd be like, how the hell did that happen? Oh my God, something just woke me up in the middle of the night. And then you like look at something because you're supposed to. You're supposed to look at that thing and it's like, oh, I got to get this taken care of. Like everybody needs to know this. And the right people will know it. I'm telling you, it's just, it all will find its timing perfectly, how it's supposed to happen.
Absolutely. Here's a crazy number for you, Mandy. I was looking on my numbers yesterday, and between Liberty Warrior 1 and Liberty Warrior 2, we have a combined views of in 28 days, almost 250,000 views in 28 days between the three channels, and that's an amazing number for us.
Hell yeah.
I think Liberty Warrior is over 105,000 views in 28 days. So we're getting the word out. So don't be discouraged, people. We are fighting, and the word is getting out. I mean, reaching 250,000 people across three channels. I'd say we're hitting people for sure. So
it's happening. And I told you, I told you, I said, you just watch. You gave me numbers a while ago, and I was like, it's gonna be more than that. And I think I just say, Mr. P.
You are right. Very, very often, you are right. I'll give you the kudos for that.
I see.
Even in some of my personal life stuff, you're right.
I see, and it's all light, love, awesomeness. It's all I can see it. If it's going to be a train wreck and a shit show, I'll tell you that too. Be like, yeah, go ahead and try it. It ain't going to work out, but go ahead. I'll tell you that too.
So we just hit in the last few moments, we've just hit 2,342 subscribers on channel 2. So we're going to hit probably 2,500 subscribers today on channel 2, and we were just taken down Monday evening. So in 4 days, we've gained well over 2,000 subscribers in 4 days. So
I think it's people's fire. I think if people see that, they're like, oh, we need to be listening to this guy. I too. I think when people say this channel got taken down, that's the one you need to be listening to, because you're saying something that they don't like.
Oh, good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Can I get a shot? Here, let me grab it. Where is it at?
You'll learn quickly if you're going to use this platform. It's like you're in a space shuttle, man. You got multiple screens and you got to do multiple things and talk all at the same time.
Shout out to Los Angeles, California.
Good morning, Los Angeles. Good morning, Sherry Taylor. We love you.
It makes me so sad about LA and all of that crap. Like, when I'm telling you, in my young life, I'm an actor. I do a lot of acting. I've always wanted to be in that world. And I do it locally for sure. Have for 20 years. I've done 900 plays, directed. I've done it all. And it makes me so sad that LA is just a cesspool. It just makes me so sad. It's sad.
So I heard through Tom Althouse that the new Hollywood could very well be in Arizona, I think is what he said. Isn't that crazy?
Huh. It's going to shift. I'm telling you, it's going to be an entirely different world for sure. For sure. It's going to be different. It's insane.
Oh, something else that you got to learn how to do too, Mandy, is you got to learn how to comment in the chat while you're doing your show.
As I'm doing it? Okay.
I'm telling you, it's when you watch my show, if I'm looking up to the left or looking up to the right, I have my kick-ass laptop that I got, and I've got 2 monitors hooked up to that. So I got 3 monitors with my laptop, and then I got my company computer, my HP set up. So I got that one on a big screen. So when you're watching the show, if I'm moving this way, moving that way, it's because I'm running 2 computers and 4 monitors. I'm trying to be part of the chat. I'm trying to read the chat. I'm trying to keep the show moving. I'm trying to ask questions.
That doesn't sound like fun to me.
Oh, I love it.
That
It
doesn't sound
keeps
like
me
fun to
busy.
me.
Oh, an hour goes by like that. Like an hour goes by so fast. You're just like, holy crap, where'd an hour go?
I can imagine. You know, I do much better. I don't know, almost like more organized, just more organized. I prefer better that way.
We're all different, Mandy. This is your show, your platform, so you do what you want to do, and I enjoy my platform because it does keep me hopping. It keeps me busy. I'm interacting with thousands of people. You know, and the guests that we have on always have something good to say, and I just try to keep them rolling. I got my own questions. They ask me questions. I try to answer questions in the chat. So yeah, to put out 2 hours on a show is not difficult to do, but it honestly mentally it wears me the hell out. So
I'm absolutely sure it does.
My brain is just going 100 mile an hour. I'm watching this screen. I'm watching that screen. I'm looking at this computer. I'm looking at that computer. It's just
we can
it's 100 mile an hour. It's 100 mile an hour. I wish I could lose weight doing this because I'm definitely putting out a lot of energy for this show.
It will happen, love. It will happen for you. Yeah, no, it's just crazy, and I just think that I just can feel the wave coming. I can feel the wave coming. It's insane. All the information that's coming out right now. It's all over. It's just so much crap that's going on. How do you keep up with all of it? Because mentally I can hear the information, but vibrationally I can feel the of what's going on. And there's just things that I resonate with and things that I don't resonate with. And I can see the flow of information that when all this started, you know, the trafficking information came out and then it went silent. And then, you know, now everything's on the counts of Arizona and all of that. So that's kind of been on the forefront. That's, you know, being taken care of. And then it kind of, you know, you don't hear about it. And then the vacations and the diapers is happening. And, you know, then that's on the forefront and everybody's talking about that. And then that goes quiet. And, you know, I think there is a reason to the rhythm of information that we're getting. I feel the rhythm of it, that there's a reason why that information's coming out right now, and then it's quiet. And then that information's coming out, then it's quiet. And then that information's coming out, then it's quiet. And then now it's kind of all of it. All of it, we're getting all at the same time, all of it. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? All of it, trafficking.
Well, it's just like the G over in New York. You know, that came out about the nine women that were affected by that, and then now you don't hear anything about it. I think we're going to hear something about it, and it's going to come really hard and fast. We just got to keep up with what's going on and get the word out. I know there's a lot of naysayers and doubters out there, and we just, you know what, we don't pay attention to it anymore. And we got a lot of people that are part of this whole operation, including yourself being a part of us too, and we appreciate that. We got Shepherd of the Forest, we got Scad Warrior 2 and Jeff Riddle and Craig and Chabal, and we're all part of a family. I met War Machine yesterday for the very first time. I got to talk to him live on the phone. Just an amazing person. And then after the conversation was over, we went into prayer together, the two of us, and we prayed before I went live. Just an amazing person. He contributes so much to Liberty Warrior Nation with all of his skilled artwork, and it puts us in a whole nother category. Shane has told me, and I've had a couple of people say that we're one of the best shows out there. So I'm very humbled with people telling us that, and we try to set ourselves apart from everyone else. We try to always tell the truth. We believe in God. And we just try to give you guys the best quality show that we possibly can. So it's all about the people, you know.
It is, and it's so important. And there's a lot of these platforms that don't have this space where people can come in and have a voice in it and have a question, and they can be heard. They can be heard. It's pretty interesting. And look at all the relationships that are being created in all of this.
Hundreds of them. Hundreds of them.
It's crazy.
I've
It's
met
a cool
hundreds
thing to
of
watch.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get people that email me all the time. They have questions or comments. I try to email them back. I spent this morning trying to email some of them back because I think that's important that they realize that their emails, their comments, their opinions are important to me as Liberty Warrior. And so I try to shoot them back an email, even if it's just a short one. I try to let them know that I care, because I do care. I care about everyone. And it's just an amazing ride that we're on here. I don't think it's quite over yet. I think we're just begun, to be honest with you.
I do. I feel that shit's about to hit the fan. That we're getting ready to see some stuff. But they've been kind of, like I said, there's kind of trickling that information. I mean, how long ago was it that I was talking with you and it was like, the audits they're shitting their pants because now they're bringing out UFO stuff, getting everybody used to that idea. So isn't that interesting? Now that's all you hear, that crap all the time. Now they're everywhere. So they got all this information. We're gonna
find out. The world's eyes will be opened in about 4 to 5 days with Arizona. It's going to start with Arizona.
Absolutely.
And people will shit their pants when they see what happened in Arizona, and it's just going to be a domino effect from there.
And we can see it, like the truth seekers. We can see it watching the news that I watched the 10 minutes of it. Like they're just like, oh my gosh, all these conservatives are just lying, make this to be, this huge thing, and it's not real. Don't listen to them. And I'm just going, how can you, like, they don't understand, they just don't listen to the facts. Like, I'm just like, you people are so full of crap. People who are actually listening, that's why nobody listens to you anymore, because you're saying the same stuff over and over again. If you just go research the information, they're full of crap. It's insane.
Shane brought up a really good point the other day about the UFO situation. And yes, Shepard, UFO. He said when he watches the video, it's like they're using the cameras from 1940. You would think in 2021 they'd have a lot better optics, a lot better cameras to capture that stuff, so that we could actually see what it is that they're talking about instead of just a big blur. So again, I think a lot of that is distraction to try to look over here while we're doing this over there. But they're in panic mode. They're in panic mode right now. They
throwing the spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. Yeah.
Just watch Rachel Mukau and see how panicked she is, because she knows what's coming and they can't stop it.
Okay, Shepard, you said only 20% of people are awake in the USA, and that's a lot of work to do. See, I think it's more than that. I think it's a lot more than that. That's my opinion.
What's your number? What's your number, Mandy? What do you think the number is?
Just okay, curious. I was just listening to something the other day, and maybe I need to track it down. So I we're at like 69% of people waking up. It's just the information. They had a news thing, I think it was in the UK. Their headline was, hundreds of people came out and protest against the tyranny of the vacations. And then they showed real people's videos. There were literally thousands of people. The streets were like, the people were everywhere going against this narrative and this bullshit.
Amen. I hope
but
you're
on
right.
The headlines, they only showed little snippets, and hundreds of people were there to protest it. It's happening all over the world. People are rising up. They're just not seeing it. You just have to find it. You just have to find that information.
Shepard agrees with your percentage there worldwide. She believes there's probably about almost 70% of people are awakened worldwide.
I think it's more than that in the U.S. I do. Just watching how they've turned against LeBron James and the big MSM places are, their percentages are 60, 70% down. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, big time.
And that's in their prime time.
My opinion is I think we're under 50. That's what I think. I think we're under 50% of people actually being awakened, not woke, but awakened. And woke is a I think there's still a lot of work to be done.
People that are paying attention. We're awakened, like we're on this ride. We're finding all the information that we can get, but more and more and more people are going, think of the beginning of all of our journeys. My journey of when I was like, this isn't adding up. I need to find out more information about this. This isn't adding up to me. Maybe I need to look into that more. That is happening. I guarantee you that is happening on a grander scale every day, where people are starting to question and ask questions because they're not going to the MSM anymore. Why aren't they watching that shit anymore?
Yeah, no.
Why aren't they watching that?
You got very valid points. That's for sure.
Narrative, bloody, hate anybody who's thinking differently than we are. They're the enemies. They're racist. Every name you could throw at us, we are. And people are going, that's not making sense to me. And that's the beginning of it, is people going, that doesn't make sense, or that's not adding up. That's the beginning of the journey of waking up.
You're doing really good right now, Mandy. You're almost hitting 10 watchers, and that's pretty good for your first go live with a guest.
Thanks everybody. I appreciate it.
That's better than me when I first went out. So, you'll grow. You'll grow. People love what you have to offer. I mean, you got 7 likes. So I'm the numbers guy. I'm all about the numbers. I'm always watching the numbers. So yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. We'll have to do this more often and just get me used to all of this so that I can.
Absolutely. I'll come on here. I'll come on here anytime. I'm sure Deanna.
Any of my other ones that I've done, I felt very uncomfortable. This, I'm very comfortable.
Deanna, I know, would love to get on here. I know Elaine would. I've talked to her several times about it. Elaine would get on. I'm sure Shepard would love to sit down and have coffee with you in the morning. A lot of fans, a lot of people out there. I'm sure you would have no problem filling a slot.
I would. I'm way more comfortable doing it the way I did before. It was just like, what the hell am I going to talk about? They all talked about it last night.
Well, you told me when you first started this platform, you wanted to be more spiritual. So maybe that's your calling.
I am. And those moments will fill in the void. Those moments will come. Those moments will come when I'm in a conversation to be able to bring that forth, as opposed to just sitting here rambling on of all the things I've learned in my life and my growth and my journey in my life. And those moments will come when the opportunity presents itself. I do better in a conversation. Somebody tells me something that they've experienced. I can bring forth that, experience that I had, that, because I can't talk about shit unless I've experienced it myself. That's just how it is. And it will get there. It will get there.
Yep. Just be consistent. The key to success is consistency. Same time every day. If you're going to miss a day, let everyone know. That's the key to success is if people can set their watch to what time you come on. It's frustrating. It's frustrating when people come on at all different times. It's hard to follow them. And then you lose people because they're like, well, you know what? I'm not going to work my ass off to try to find you every time you just pop up at a random time. I want to be able to know that every day you come on at this time so that I don't have to search for you, that I don't have to worry about missing the first 18 minutes of your show. So that's the key to success, is always the same time every day, and you will build a following, and it'll be amazing. That's my advice to anyone out there that wants to do their own show, is you have to have that consistency, or you
Right.
do lose a lot of followers that way.
Yes, I completely agree. I was reading. Sorry, I can't do too many things at
Oh,
once.
it's all good.
Yeah, no, I'm just in a way better. It's just more comfortable to be in this kind of setting, just talking with another human being and talking about the people in the chat, and it's just
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure it's noticeable to everybody who's watching, going, yeah, that's more of a comfortable space for her to be in.
Absolutely. You're leaned back in your chair, you're relaxed, you're enjoying the conversation.
Yeah.
And that's why if I don't have a guest on and I go live, I always say, hey, I take live callers right now. It's because they bring things up that we can talk about. It is a little more comfortable. I mean, I can talk for however long. If people want to just listen to what I have to say, I'll do it. But then I start looking at the time down in my right-hand corner, and I'm like, well, hell, we've been into this 40 minutes. I'm kind of out of things to talk about. So now I'm ready to get off, and quickly, because I don't want to just sit there and just look dumb. So that's why when I do my show, if I say, hey, I'm taking live callers right now, get on, and in the last 2 weeks, we've had a lot of new callers. It's been really awesome to see all these new people that have called into the show that never called in before. I think it's becoming
taken some time. They've been watching and going, God, I've been wanting to call in. I do the same thing. I watch you guys and I'm like, sometimes the conversation is flowing in a specific way that it's like, I don't need to jump in and interrupt what's going on. The flow is good. Let the flow happen, organically. Let it happen. And because I'm an entertainer, I act. I can understand the flow of the program. And you can feel it collectively as your audience when something in from the side that kind of derails the flow. You can feel it. Everybody can feel it. Like people start dropping off. I'm not watching anymore. I'm bored with that. You don't want to lose that.
You got to watch the numbers, and that's why I have multiple screens, because if I start seeing a bunch of people jumping off real quick, that means either another show's come on that they really enjoy as well, and they're going to go watch it, or the conversation is boring them to death. And they're just,
they don't like it.
Yeah, they're checking out. So whenever you hear me say I'm going to land the plane, or if you start seeing me getting antsy and they need to get off, it's because I watch the numbers, and I don't want to take a show all the way to the end where we start off with 200 people, and then an hour and a half later we're down to like 15, because that leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth, and they're like, well, I won't come back to that. So you got to leave your show where they're hungry for more, and they're like, man, I didn't want that to end, so now I got to come back tomorrow, and it's all about that. You got to find your flow, your energy, the rhythm of your show. So I watch the numbers, and when we get callers on there, and people just start bailing off real quick, and I don't mean one or two, I mean 20, 30, 40, 50 at a time. It's time to get off. It's good management of your show. If you can manage your show like that, then your show is going to be more successful than just running its course until it dies. And I don't ever want to do that.
Right. Yep. And you're figuring it out. You're figuring it out as you go, and we'll all get to that space eventually. We'll definitely all get to that space eventually. It's just what do you want to offer? What do you want to bring to the table on all of this?
I got my morning text. It always makes me happy.
From, I don't need to say it.
No, you don't need to say it.
Okay. Good morning.
I don't think they're watching yet, but I told them what channel you're on. Okay. We'll see if they hop over. Oh, good morning, Craig the Hunter.
Mike looks like Craig. A turtle. Hi, Craig. Mike likes turtles. Oh my God,
look at that. I do like turtles. I felt so bad running that one over, man.
You're mean.
it was an accident.
I
Pure accident.
hate it. If I hit a bird with my car, like my heart hurts. I'm like, oh my God, it was probably a bird dad, and its family watched me kill it. Like I don't know. I feel that stuff deeply. If I see a roadkill on the road, I'm just like, oh, every time I see something dead on the road, I'm like, that poor skunker. Oh, that poor raccoon. That kind of
What
stuff.
about snakes, Mandy? Do you feel bad if a snake gets ran over?
I'll swerve around him. If it's a rattlesnake, I'll crush its head. But any other snake, yeah, they're just doing their thing. It ain't. We can be so violent. We can be so violent, and just like your UFO and uh, Sasquatch show that you had, and how you ended it. You and I had a conversation about this on the phone, and it just cracked me up that they were all talking about, you had that question at the end, like, if it came upon you and you're at the fire, what would you do? And most of them were like, I'd just kill the son of a bitch. Well, no wonder they hide from us. If that's your instinct to just kill the damn thing, it's like, well, no wonder they hide from us. If they're real, I see no evidence of it. You don't hear a lot of finding bones and things like that, like of dead ones around. So I wonder if they bury their dead like we do. I don't know. It's interesting. But those kind of things just crack me up, that I was like, you're on their turf, and it sneaks up on you, and then you just shoot the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna play that. No wonder they don't like us. I know. That's just my rant on this Sasquatch conversation that you guys had the other night.
When I was a kid, I definitely liked to kill everything. I know it's not right, but I think a lot of boys are that way. And then as I get older, I realize that all things have a purpose, and I'm not going to take anything unless I'm going to actually use it.
Right.
And so this is cool to your audience, and I'm going to be putting this out there here soon. I got to talk to Shane. But we're already putting together episode 2 for aliens and Bigfoot. Are they real or fake? And I've got a couple of people off of Prepping 101. I got people reaching out to me all the time wanting to be on a show like that. So hang on to your asses for the next one we do. I think it's going to be a good show, man. A lot of people out there like that stuff. So we like to try to give everyone a little bit of something they enjoy and not be so serious all the time.
We might need to start having conversations about it, because I have a feeling we're going to start seeing some shit.
I still have a hard time. I have a hard time wrapping my mind around it. I'm trying to learn. One of the gals on Prepping 101 says they have scat and casing and stuff like that around their property where she lives. And I said, man, I might have to get a hold of Craig DeHunter and a couple of people. We might have to go out there and investigate. And I'm not going to shoot anything, maybe, unless it attacks me. But I don't know. That'd be a fun little episode to go out there and film us in the dark, searching for Bigfoot, Sasquatch, for Harry and the Henderson.
It would be a trip. Like, I mean, who knows? I don't know. My dad has a friend that they have a story about it, that they were, and it's usually like Oregon, Washington, way up in the mountains. The guy come walking up, and he said,
Look who just joined the chat.
Hi, Elaine. Yeah, come walking up on it, and the thing was sleeping next to a log, and it scared the creature, Sasquatch, whatever it was, and he said it screamed like a woman.
That's what's been, when you told me that story, it sent chills down my spine when you said that. I just like, holy crap. I couldn't imagine being out in the woods and hearing something like that.
Something like that, just jump up from behind a log that was, sleeping, and scream like a woman and take off running. He said he could smell it. It was like a musky, stinky, skunky kind of smell. That's kind of what he said about it. And I thought, isn't that interesting? I wasn't there. I didn't see it, but that was his story. I thought it was quite interesting. That's my Sasquatch story.
I know Shepard says she's been to a Bigfoot summit in Washington. I'd like to get her on the show too and talk about it. You're up to 11 viewers right now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hello, Elaine.
Hey, 11s are my number. 11 ones and 11s, they're my number. That's my prime number. That's my number. I see it all the time.
Yes, Craig, we're talking about Bigfoot. We wanna do an adventure of going and
I got a lot of catching up to do.
For Bigfoot.
I've been away for a while. I got a lot of catching up to do. So we're gonna do it all in one show. So I won't be back till what's today? Thursday? Next Thursday I'll come back and we'll catch up during the week. So I'll do once a week and we'll just ramble on for 4 hours.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. That might be a way to do it. Yep, 11. 11s are my number. I see them all the time. I used to see 9/11 all the time, and I asked kind of spiritual people that I knew, like, what that? And that was like way back. And I said, does that mean something bad? 9/11. And then I researched it, and that didn't mean what we think it means. It meant, it's you're manifesting in real time, and it's time to get off your butt and do what needs to be done. And so I listened to it.
We just turned your show into the Sasquatch Bigfoot show, and Shepard says, lady sitting next to me showed me pictures on her phone of their nest and their scat. I mean, this is a pretty popular topic, and that's why I brought it up on the show.
We might have to have Shepard on to show all that kind of information. That's pretty interesting. Show me stuff. I am willing to learn and be open-minded about it. Who am I to say anything different? You can't say that we're the only ones on this planet. You can't say, we tend to have a very arrogant view of things as beings. We tend to have a very arrogant view, I think. And, and they put everything in a sense to be scared of it. So of course we don't want to hear about it. We don't want to learn about it. It's scary. That's scary stuff. We don't want to be scared. It's going to hurt you. It's going to harm you because you don't know anything about it. And that's kind of a screwed up way of looking at shit, There's a lot more going on in this world that we don't know about. And I think it's coming. I think we're learning more and more and more and more.
Do you you remember the other day when you called me and you were asking me about the gold and silver? Changing the topic real quick. You called me and asked me about the gold and silver in the show that we did a couple weeks ago with Andy. I know Andy's coming back here soon. I know Shane's working on those things. But my point is we had a 2-hour conversation. It went by super fast. And next thing I know, I look down. I'm like, geez, we've been talking for like 2 hours. I just wanted to make you aware of the time right now. We've been on for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's kind of how it works with you and I. We never tend to shut up. We just just ramble. And that's how I work. That's how I do things. And I'm excited that this is probably how it probably needs to go. So I guess you're gonna have to come hang out with me every morning for a little bit and
talk
about our days and what's going on. Because I'm always learning. I'm always educating myself, and there's times that I can be on your show and there's times that I can't. I mean, I was thinking of calling in last night, and then our crazy neighbor did what she did, and it was like, well, I got to be in. We got to take care of some stuff.
Yeah, sometimes life happens, and I told Craig is a fan favorite, and
we love Craig. I can't wait to meet Craig. I want to be able to meet him.
I called Craig the other day and I said, man, please, when you are not going to be on the show, please text me. I don't care what the reason is, but let me know, because every time you're not on the show, my phone blows up or the board blows up. Where's Craig? Where's Craig? Where's Craig? Is he mad at you? No, he's not mad at me. Just life happens, Maybe he's out hunting snakes or Bigfoot, or maybe he's at church, or maybe he had to go to the grocery store or something. I don't know. But it's like Craig, if Craig's not on the show, everyone wants to know why.
Because he just brings that He just is just funny, and the love that he has when he was wearing his costume with your Sasquatch show. I laughed so hard. People love him for that. The opera boy. I mean, he's just brilliant, and I we'll meet him someday, and I can't wait. I think it'll be a blast. I want to just give him a big.
Oh yeah. Well, he said my show was so boring he just fell asleep for a couple hours. So.
And sometimes you have to step away from all of this stuff. Sometimes you just have to step away and just disconnect and, get back to the real world for 5 minutes. You just kind of have
check
to
check out the chat real quick. There's some good questions in the chat.
For discernment, guidance. Who's Carol?
Yeah, it's a good question. Carol.
This is from Carol Porch. It's I've been praying for discernment and guidance. I feel so heavy and tired over the past week or so. Is anyone else experiencing this? For sure.
Yep.
For sure. It's I just feel that things are happening so hard and fast right now, and we have moments that you feel like, wow, things are really, really happening. We're getting ready to see something, and then the next moment, then you feel kind of deflated and confused and frustrated. And it kind of depends on the shows that you're watching. I'm learning that there's certain people that I can watch with their information, and they're both giving the exact same information, but one gives you light and hope that this is happening, like there's going to be awesome, like there's going to be light on the other side of this. And then there's some that are giving the exact same information that just makes you feel like it's doomsday, we're all screwed, and I can't watch people like that, because it brings down my energy, my frequency. It brings down, and when it comes down like that, it's really heavy and I can feel it. I think we need to have faith in what's happening, because I can't imagine that all of this is happening the way it's happening for it all to just be one big frickin' joke.
I agree.
Yeah, we were just kidding. We just wanted to just drag y'all through the frickin' mud. I just cannot imagine all of this playing the way it's been playing for it to just be a joke.
Can I'd like to give you my opinion on something a little deep. I had somebody post something in my chat a while back. It's been a week or two. I try to tell everyone that we get attacked for giving people hope, and I don't know why. I don't know why we get attacked for giving people hope, but they had responded to my statement when I said, well, if I'm a hopium dealer, then I'll go ahead and take that, because I think without hope, humanity dies. So they said, well, if you'll just preach the truth, we don't need hope. And you know what? There are truths out there, right? There's facts out there. There's truths out there. And sometimes they're not good. Sometimes they can bring us down. Sometimes they're not the answer we want to hear. And they can really tear people down. But what I believe in is God can change those truths and those facts. He can flip them around. And so with hope, and if you believe in Jesus and you believe in God and you pray and you have discernment, even though the facts and the truth coming out are not good, the situation can always change. So it's my opinion that without hope, you can't flip those things around. You can't turn things around, because you're always depressed all the time. So I just have to say, whoever that was that sent that to me, that statement, I disagree with you. I think people do need hope. I mean, without hope, what do you have?
If you don't have hope and a light, it brings down your vibration, and then you attract the same vibration. So if you are in, down here and angry and miserable, everything you're going to encounter and come across, it's going to find its way to you, and it's going to be on that same vibration. So when you find hope and faith, and your vibration is higher, where you can actually, even the craziness that's going on in the world that's so insane and crazy, you got to have the hope. And if you have that hope that things are good, because there's no way all of this has happened to just be a big joke. Like, they're fighting for something bigger than us, and there's something bigger than us at play in all of this. I truly, truly believe that wherever it's going to go, it's, I think on the betterment of everybody. It has to happen. I don't see that we went on this path for it to just be like, we're just gonna, we're just gonna stop.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think, Shepherd, a lot of them are saying, faith and living in faith and power of prayer. I believe in all that, but don't you think faith and hope kind of go hand in hand?
You'd think that it goes hand in hand. It's just the people that go against the hope and the faith of things, they're not happy people.
Not really.
They're not happy people. And sometimes they don't always understand why they do such a thing. And a lot of that comes from their past, their upbringing. Maybe they had parents that were just always the negative Nellies, always look at the negative side of everything. Yep. I know people that are like that truly believe there's no good people in this world. And, everybody's out to get you. She learned that from her upbringing and her life. So they just drag that shit through their life. So anybody who encounters them, that you're just like, this person's unbelievably negative, and you can't be around. If you are at a different vibration, you're a happy, faithful person, and you're trying to find light and hope in all of this, the people that want to be negatives, you don't match. So they'll fall away. They'll go their own way, and you'll go your own way, and you'll find the right people that match your energy. And I believe if we keep that energy high, that's just going to keep accumulating and growing and growing and growing and growing on such a bigger level. And I think, you extremely faith-based people, I think that's what the big guy wants.
Yeah.
I think that's what the big guy wants, is all of us to connect on a level of this. We're done with your shit. We're done with being asleep and just meandering through our freaking lives and letting you get away with the shit you guys have been getting away with for generations. We're done with it. Yep. We're done with it. And I think the big guy is saying, this is what you people need to do. I can't do all the freaking work myself. You guys got to get your head out of your asses and start paying attention. And when we do, there's a light and a hope. I just vibrate better with the positivity of the other side of this.
But I think all those negative people and those hopium haters, I believe it's a soul thing. It's so deep inside here that if you don't have a relationship with our Creator, and you don't have, most importantly, a second to that, you don't have self-love. If you don't love yourself, and if you don't love God, then it's really easy to allow hatred and doubt and fear and all this other stuff creep into your life, which brings your vibration down, and then you start affecting people around you, and then they get negative, and then it just,
misery,
it can go either way. Yeah,
misery,
it can go either way.
You want those, yes. You want to connect yourself with the people that think the same thing, because you don't want to be alone in your misery.
Elaine and Carol both have some good points there. You might want to put up on the board. Really, really good points that they're bringing up.
I can't be around drama anymore. That's true. Go for a walk in nature, listen to music, spend time with family. This is from Elaine. Do things that make you happy, eat healthy food. These rays are, yes, they absolutely do. Yeah. And I can feel it. I can feel the difference when I'm not eating well. I can feel my vibration. I can feel it when I'm stagnant, or I can feel when I'm not doing the right things for myself. I can definitely feel it. But so many people are so out here, and they're just so out here in the world, and go to work, pay the bills, do the job, raise the kids, do the cook dinner, you're always out here, that a lot of people don't go internal to recognize how they function, how they think, how they feel. That's a very powerful thing that I think more people need to do, is to go within and kind of learn your way of doing things, who you are, how you function through all of this, what works best for you. A lot of people, they've trained us to not have time for that. they, the buttholes of the, they've trained us. We don't want people doing that. That raises vibration. That brings freedom and faith and light in your world, in your life. And we don't want happy people. We want you miserable and pissed off and working every second of your lives and being stressed out that you can't pay your damn bills and not being a good enough parent. And we want to keep you in that mindset, because then we can control you a whole lot better.
Absolutely. I like Carol's comment too. I think the world today, we're so used to getting what we want when we want it, instant gratification. So what is happening is new to us. It's a new kind of patience. Absolutely.
Oh, that I'm going to put that up, because that is so good. That's so juicy, Carol. That is so juicy good.
Very, very good point, Carol.
I think our world today, we're so used to getting what we want when we want it, instant gratification. That's so juicy, Carol. That's such a good statement. I love it. I'm so in love with that. And it's true. It's absolutely true. And I think all of this, everything that's coming, everybody be prepared, when the lights go out, or, whatever that is that's supposed to be coming, that's going to be a huge reset for people, I think. All the comforts that we have in our life that we kind of take for granted, air conditioning, power, being able to go turn on the stove or the microwave, or, just be able to numb out watching television and our phones. That is going to be a huge, huge shock for most people. Most people. And I just had a discussion with my son the other day. I said, if this happens, you might go into convulsions. You might be flopping around, because you ain't going to have your phone and your PlayStation and all your stuff. You're not going to have all that. And you're going to have to learn to deal and find another way of entertaining yourself.
Instant gratification.
Absolutely.
It can be good and it can be bad.
We do it too.
Elaine says they want us in fear and they feed off of negative energy. That's why this whole hoax was created. And that's why the lockdowns,
Amen, sister. Absolutely.
Her and I had a conversation, I think it was yesterday, about the 6 foot rule, because of the energy that we all have.
The connected energy of one another.
The connected energy. And that's why they want us separated. That's why they want us wearing diapers on our faces. They want the distancing for a reason. It's not a good reason. It's a bad reason. I mean, if we could do a show on all that. Yeah.
They understand how we work as human beings. They know exactly how we work, and we stop this. How can we break it down? How to suppress that? They know exactly.
It's more division,
and I think
it's more division. If you think about it, they've taken minority groups here, and females here, and transgender here, and white males here, and Christians here, and Islamic here, and this and that, and this and that. Well, hell, now they just have everyone separated from everyone else. And that's been the plan from the start. It's been the plan from the start. And even Shepard says it was a mouse. I was on the mouse wheel for 30 years, slave no more. So Shepard is fully awake like the rest of us. And once you're awake, you can't go back. Woke is a joke.
You can't ever go back.
Yeah,
you can't. Once your eyes are open, you can't ever close them. So many moments of awakening in life, not just going on in our world right now, even in your self journey, it is the exact same way. Once you are awake, your potential and how you work, and recognizing your own, taking accountability for that kind of stuff, you can't unsee it. You can't unsee that kind of stuff within you and within the world. You can't unsee it. And that's how we make a difference. That's how we change it all.
Yep.
That's how it happens. Sure. And there are more and more people that are waking up. They're waking up, maybe not even on this link of information and what's going on in the world, because it's a lot of information. People that are just tiptoeing into this, they're like, that is a lot of shit, and I don't want to step into that. That's too much information. It's
A
information.
lot of people are getting red pilled and don't even know it, you know. And Craig
Right.
says a few weeks in Venezuela, a few weeks of Venezuela and USA, and we will be begging for Mr. T to be back. Absolutely, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I don't even think it's going to get that far. I feel that it's the change, the tide, it's coming. This is too big. It's the bottom line is to save the children mostly, and save the people, save humanity. People are done. We are sick of their shit. Period.
Yes, we are, and we're not going to put up with it any longer.
No. No.
Yeah, game over for you guys. We'll win the chess match. In the end, God's already won. All we got to do is do our part.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it's happening. It's happening every day. Just doing this kind of stuff right here. It's happening every day. Every day. People are waking up and finding different routes of entertainment and news sources. And I think TV is just going to go to crap. I just going to be nothing. I haven't watched it in years.
Yeah, that's why we created Liberty Warrior Nation, because it's going to be a network, and we're going to have time slots. We're going to fill as many hours a day of I don't want to call it just shows. Let's just call it shows. So we'll have prayer, we'll have morning shows, we'll have afternoon shows, we'll have afternoon talk shows, we'll have news, we'll have cartoons, hunting and fishing shows, Bigfoot and alien shows, ladies' night. I mean, you name it. Eventually, Liberty Warrior Nation is going to be 12, 14 hours a day of things and places you can go and check out something different. And it'll always be something there for people to watch. And it'll be good, clean fun instead of the gross, nasty, disgusting stuff that they put on TV
Can't
nowadays.
you see some of the shows that they have? It's just like,
watch it. You can't even watch. I can't even watch a normal TV show in front of my 9-year-old son, because if I do, I got to either mute it or make him leave the room because there's something disgusting going on, and it's filth.
Right.
It's absolute filth.
It's one of my most favorite movies was Shrek, because they had the little dirty innuendos in there, but it was so hidden that grown-ups got it, and it was freaking hysterical, but the kids didn't quite get it. You know what I mean? I thought that movie was brilliant. I thought it was brilliantly done. Now it's just pretty much in your face.
Yeah.
Now it's just pretty much, we're not hiding that. We're just gonna put it all in your face, and I can't even watch half of it. You can see the bullshit. You can see the narrative. You can see the brainwashing in all this. Now that we see it, you can see it in movies. It's like I can't even stomach them anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't even stomach. This is what they've been doing for so long, and we were just too dumb to see it. Lazy. I want to say lazy, not dumb. We were lazy. We were too lazy to see it.
Yep. Shane says, God won. We just have to, we're just taking the trash out. Absolutely. Taking the trash out.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And yes, Craig, we have become a selfish people. We have.
Absolutely. I'm guilty.
That's what they want. You don't want you to be friendly with your neighbors. It's all about you and your shit. It's all your stuff. That's what you got to worry about. Don't worry about your neighbor. Let them frickin' drown. We don't care. Yeah, it's such a true thing. I actually had that discussion with my son the other day. That we're very selfish. We're very self-absorbed in our worlds of me, 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 me. Okay, where is?
Don't mess it up, Mandy. The pressure.
I'm learning. Yeah,
come a long way.
Caps.
You've come a long way in 30 days. Long way.
In 30 days.
In 30 days.
No, I appreciate it. And I figured out a lot of stuff on all the other stuff too, and why it wouldn't let me do what I needed to do. But I like this way better than Zoom. I just do.
I think it gives you a lot more options.
I absolutely. It's just easier to get on, and I like it better. I don't like it to be too technical. I don't like all that crap. All right. Oh my Lord, we have been on here for an hour and 44 minutes. 4s are good numbers as well. Yep. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here with us and listen to us ramble on for days and helping me get over the shakies of being on and doing this kind of I think I've just functioned better on this kind of platform. I just do, to talk to somebody and have conversation. I just do better. I see that.
Thrive.
Just sitting by myself yammering on, I'm just like, yeah, that doesn't make me comfortable. If I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to myself and I'm not broadcasting it to the world.
Just like I said, the key to success is consistency. So make sure
doing it like this makes me more comfortable. Like this is more comfortable. I'm actually excited to do it again tomorrow. Before it was like, what the hell am I going to talk about? They already freaking talked about it on the show the other night. Like we don't need to just beat a dead horse. We got the information.
Craig has given us kisses.
Big kisses to you, Craig.
Another big piece of advice, Mandy. I would strongly suggest not ever letting opera boys sing on your show unless you want to lose viewers.
It was so cute. It's just, how much that takes balls to do something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That takes balls. As an entertainer side of things, you got to admire people like that just go against
Craig is a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that takes balls, and I admire him for doing that. I think he's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show. 10 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 12 Eastern, I believe, 11 Central, and I don't want to miss a show. And you just let me know when you have Missy Lane on here, because I definitely don't want to miss that show. And let me know when you got Deanna on here, because I don't want to miss that show. I know Shepard to jump on here with you. We'll get you hooked up with Carmen Smith-Studer, and you can have her on your show too. And I think you got a bright future ahead of you, and I can't wait to see where you take your show. So thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us. And thank you, Sherry. You're such a doll. You're such a sweetheart. I appreciate you all being here with us and just kind of riding along with us while we're trying to figure all this stuff out and just trying to find my way through all of this. And
Sherry's been on the show or two a couple of times. So
I know.
She'd be another good one to get on your show and just have coffee with and talk.
Yeah. No. What do I want to say? My email. If you want to catch me by email, it is theawakenedpatriot@gmail.com. All one phrase, The Awakened Patriot. So you can contact me that way, and let's get this ball rolling. I'm kind of curious to see who wants to be on, and
you can put it in the chat real quick. You got the capability of all that stuff. The Awakened.
I'm putting it on there.
I'll put it up for you too.
Make sure you spell it right. Remember the last time we had this?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a problem last time at Gmail, right? .com.
Yeah.
All right, I'll post that for you too. When we get that out there, theawakenedpatriot@gmail.com, right?
Yeah. Yeah, not The Awakened. It's The Awakened Patriot.
I hope I put it. Is that the right one? I hope I didn't put the wrong one up there.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it's on there. I just put it on there. Thank you.
Perfect. So if you guys want to be on Mandy's show, you want to be a guest, or if you just got questions or comments, reach out to Mandy at theawakenedpatriot@gmail.com. That's the best way to get a hold of her, and she can respond. So I'm looking forward to who's
Let's
next.
get this party started. Let's figure out where we're going to take this and where we're going to go with this.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mandy.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad that you and Noah are safe and everybody's okay, and you didn't get hit by we didn't want to Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, your ass.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you so much for all of your help, and I appreciate you so much. And I love your face, and I'm so glad that you came back into my life. And maybe some days I'm grateful. I'm like, what the hell? This guy's a lunatic.
Well, I love you too, and I'm glad I'm still here. I'm glad my house isn't sitting in Shane's backyard right now from last night. So I'm thankful for that too. So
are we.
Anyway,
I'm
love you, Mandy.
Love you, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us today. We'll get the kinks worked out and get it all figured out, and we'll play with you all again tomorrow. Have a good day.
See you,
Bye.
Mandy.